What's up, guys? Hey, I wanted to talk about a topic that was on my mind today. It's that proximity is power. Proximity to people that know what they're doing or resources to help you get to the next level. And I want to give you an example. My son was on spring break last week and we went on a fishing charter at a lake near my house. We've actually lived here for 11 years. I've never done that before. Thought about it every year. We actually went crappie fishing for those of you that are fishermen. And it's kind of crappie season right now. Now, it turned out it was a crappy day. It was cold and windy and rainy. We still caught fish. But the lesson learned is that the guide we hired had a GPS device, and he had location, like literally hundreds, if not thousands, of locations marked of where there was underwater brush or whatever. He knew the exact bait to use. This guy was a professional. He does this every single day. In fact, he does one or two charters a day, depending on whether you do a half day or a full day, for my fisherman friends. So, but I was just thinking about the power of specifically Investor Fuel. You can see I'm wearing my Investor Fuel shirt here. Our mastermind, how powerful it is to get around other people that are ahead of you, right? Or even those that are not quite to where you are. You still have lessons to learn from people that are doing amazing things because of their background or their experience, right? And so it's amazing to learn from your own mistakes, your own wins, your own experiences. But if you can magnify that times 100, just imagine how great that would be for your business. That's what Investor Fuel is all about. The reason I'm talking a little bit about Investor Fuel is because it's coming up here in just a few weeks, our next meeting, and don't want you to miss it if you're interested. Now, the lesson back to fishing is that this guy knew everything. He knew every nook and cranny. He knew what was underwater. In fact, this guy had a scope, like a live scope, where he could put it down in the water and see what's going on underwater on a screen. Technology is pretty amazing. But my point in all that is I didn't know crap. If I went out there by myself in a boat, I would not have nearly the knowledge that this person has from doing it every day. Now, I will tell you that I could have gone back the very next day. In fact, when I was out with them, I pinned a couple spots on my GPS because we went up in this little creek off the lake, and that's where we were fishing at the whole time. I could have gone back the next day right into that place because I had the experience of being around him. Now, am I as good as him? Heck no. Like, one time versus hundreds or thousands of times? Absolutely not. But my point is I learned so much by going to be around somebody else that knew exactly what bait to use, exactly where the fish were. He literally put us right on the fish and we started catching fish. And so proximity is power. If you get around people that know what they're doing or have different experiences than you can learn so much faster. Otherwise, you have to experience those things yourself. And honestly, we're all busy. We have limited time. You're never going to experience all the things that you can by just from your own lessons. And unfortunately, if you wait till that happens, then sometimes your outcome will be very different because you don't know how to deal with it. The lesson often comes after we're done with that experience, like, oh, here's what I would do differently in hindsight. But if something happens to you and you could phone a friend, which is what Investor Fuel is all about, we have access to each other to act as advisors 365 days a year, that right when you get into a situation, you can post a message in our online group or call somebody in the group or call me as a connector, whatever it might be, and say, hey, I'm dealing with this. How do I deal with that? And in fact, these things happen all the time. Does anybody know somebody that's ever been through this before? And 5 people will raise their hands and say, absolutely, that happened to me last year, or it just happened to me, or I just dealt with that, or whatever. And they can share their experiences to help you get through it easier than you would otherwise, and hopefully have a much better outcome, which for us might be profit or easier life or whatever. So anyway, proximity is power. I'd love to talk to you about Investor Fuel. If you haven't yet, talk to us, investorfuel.com. You can go there, schedule a call, and learn more about it. We have an amazing mastermind. It's coming up here in, again, just a few short weeks. We'll probably have about 150 or so people coming down to Dallas to join us. It's an amazing experience, and it's an amazing group of big-hearted givers that share, because when you get so much in return, you by nature want to give. So hope to see you there. Hope you got some value from this lesson. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that can make you better and help you take your business to the next level, help you think bigger in terms of your dreams, and help you have a bigger and more powerful impact on your life and your world. So have a great day. Thanks.